Somebody sent me in this question. They said, is it possible to love someone without getting attached to them? If we are attached, is it really love? Nice, simple
Good
question.
question.
Pardon?
Good question. Sounds like it's coming maybe from a yogi.
Yeah, it is a good question. And unfortunately, there's no like simple answer. Well, like most things really, isn't it? There's no simple answer to it. I think as humans, it is very hard to love somebody and not get attached to them. And I think to think that you shouldn't be attached or that it's a failing in some way, or what did they say? If we're attached, is it really love? That you'll be putting a lot of pressure on yourself and the love, even though love is kind of like mercury. It doesn't really matter how much pressure you put on it. It doesn't change. But like if you think of like the highest form of, or the highest expression of love is to love somebody so much that you just want the best for them. Now, if that means that you know in your heart they meet somebody else and you can tell that they're going to be happier with that person, or that they have to go and be with that person, that you are honestly happy for them to do that, and that you are, you know, completely selfless and you just let the love flow through you. Yes, you want to go and start an orphanage in that country. Yes, go ahead. Or you want to, you know, be a singer. Yes, great. I will support you to do that. Or you want to go and be on your own for the rest of your life. And if you know it's like in your heart, yeah, that's the thing that they genuinely want to do, that you let them go and do that, that you don't kind of hang on to them, or, you know, you don't let the attachment, you know, get in the way. But that's not to say that you don't expect yourself not to be attached. That if they, you know, if you know in your heart that they will be happier with that other person, that you're not going to be heartbroken about that. So it's a paradox, you know. It's like on the one hand, you're letting them go, and you're letting them go joyfully, if you know what I mean, or with joy in your heart, or with love in your heart for them. But then you're also heartbroken, because the part that is that it makes you heartbroken is the attachment. And it doesn't matter whether it's your child or your parent or, you know, your partner, you're going to get attached to them. that's kind of part of the deal of being human. And often you'll see people try and protect themselves from the risk of being heartbroken by, you know, no, that's it. I'm an island. I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to get close to anybody, because then then it won't hurt, you know. But it's not like you embrace, you know, you masochistically seek out being hurt. That'd be awful. But you have to understand that if you're going to love somebody, you're taking the risk of being hurt, and that it may hurt, and that's okay. You know, it's not, doesn't mean you're, you know, not evolved or lesser spiritual person or anything like that. It's just part of the deal. So, getting back to the person's question, just let me remind myself: is it possible to love somebody without getting attached to them? I don't think so. But that doesn't invalidate the love. The two can exist at the same time, as I say. So the most extreme example is letting them go. That's the purest expression of the love coming through you, and being heartbroken at the same time, which is the attachment, the price of attachment. The good thing is, though, it all disappears every night. You know, all this sort of attachment and all this kind of thing, it all just disappears every night. So all the things that we think are so, you know, doesn't matter how heartbroken you are, when you go into sleep and you finish dreaming your heartbroken dreams, and you drop off into deep dreamless sleep, it's all gone. You know, the heartache goes. And that's, I find that very comforting. You know, I mean, sure, you wake up in the morning. I mean, you may wake up, you may start having heartbroken dreams, and then you may wake, you know, as you sort of have that moment where you're sort of putting yourself together, you're like, you know, it doesn't always happen, but you know, your eyes are open and you're looking at the ceiling and you're like, very quickly you're going, who am I? What's happened here? Oh yeah, I'm this person. I've got this head and I'm heartbroken. And then off you go for the rest of the day with the heartbroken. But you know, it's same again, the following night, it'll all disappear again, you know? So it's comforting to know that it all disappears. But the love in that impersonal way seems to go on, you know? It's like, as I say, it's Mercury. You can't compress it. You can't change it. It just is, you know? And it's impersonal. When you really get into it, it is very impersonal. It's very beautiful. It's paradoxically, it's very personal because it's coming through me, but it's also very impersonal.